Hello, welcome back. I'm Andreas Chatt, your tech-curious web designer. In this video, we will finalize the sidebar and code all the custom modules it contains. We will also look how we can have the sidebar as a separate unit using Django's custom template tag system. Off we go. So if you look at the index page here, we can see that the categories are shown properly. But if we click on a post page, the different categories disappear. This is because this page is using a different function than the index page, and we're not sending the required data to the front end on this particular page. Let's include the data now to see it working, and afterwards we create a solution with custom template tags. So I'm going to the views.py file in my post folder, and here I'm going to the post page view. There we have it. So in order to have the categories show up on this page, we have to send the categories object to the template. If we're looking at the template includes and sidebar, we can see here it needs this categories object from the backend. So let's add this one now. So let's create this object here, categories. We can grab the code also from the home function. Here it is. So tag.object.all. Okay. Then we have to add it in the context, comma, categories, and categories. Save this file. Let's check out the website. Refresh. And voila, all the categories are now loaded to this page as well. However, this is not the best solution, as we have two different pages, the home page and the post page, displaying the same sidebar, and we would need to duplicate code in the backend for two different views. What we actually want is to create an independent module we can load in wherever it is needed. This is where custom template tags come in. We came across already a bunch of template tags such as the URL tag to load in the URLs, or the static tag to load in static files. These are basically functions we can use directly in the template. In the case of the static tag, however, we needed to load it in first, as it is not a built-in tag. The URL tag, on the other hand, is already built in. Let's create now a custom template tag, which loads in our sidebar function with all its required data as a separate unit. So for this we have to create a new folder, and this folder has to be called template tags. We go inside our post folder. We create a new folder, template tags. First we create our init file, so __init__.py. So this file we keep blank. This is just to let Django know that this folder exists and it should scan its content. Now we create our file in here and we call our file sidebar.py. This is basically our views file, but just for the sidebar. So in here we have to set it up now. First we have to import the library class. So from Django.template import library. Then we have to create an instance of this library. This is normally called register. Like that, because we're registering now our tag. And with this one we create now a decorator at register.inclusion tag. So this inclusion tag method informs Django that we want to use HTML code with our tag. So here we link it up with our sidebar.html file. includes / sidebar.html. So this is the decorator, and now we have to write the function. So underneath here we define the function, and this is basically our sidebar view. So let's call it def sidebar underscore view. Okay, and in here we can just add now all the logic we need. So let's grab it from the views.py file. So we want to have the categories object, so we can cut it from here and add it in here. We do need to import the tag class, so let's add it on top. From, now normally we would write dot models, and this dot means in this folder. However, in this case we need to target the parent folder, the post folder, so we add 2 dots here, like that, and then import tag. All right, let's continue. So let's create now the context variable, context, and here we cut categories from here. Okay, and paste it in here. And then we add the return statement, which simply says return the context. All right, save this file. Now let's update the views.py file. So we got rid of the categories on the post page view, but also let's delete it in the home function, like that. And in the context as well. Save this file. So to register these tags in Django, we have to restart the server. So let's quickly shut it down. So Ctrl+C and spin it up again. Python manage.py run server. All right. Now let's go to our index page to make sure the categories are not showing at the moment. So I go to home, and indeed the categories are not loaded right now. Now let's load them in. So let's go to our layout template we're using for this page. This is the A layout. In our layouts folder and a.html. Here we include the sidebar, but instead including the sidebar, we're loading the sidebar now as a template tag. So we write load sidebar. So this is loading in now the sidebar.py file. And once loaded, we have to tell the template also which function it should run. So just underneath here, we say sidebar underscore view. All right, save this file and let's have a look. I refresh the page, and as you can see, the sidebar is now loaded to the page. So this should also work now when we go to our post page. So we click here, and indeed we are on the post page now, and the categories are showing as well. Nice. So if you click on the landscape category, for example, the highlight is not more working now, which was working before. The reason for this is that the highlight is using the tag object to figure out what category the page is on. The sidebar needs this data from the page itself. So in here, I will just add now this missing data, and in this case, it's the tag. Our home page is aware of the tag. Like here, it's sending the tag to the front end. And then we forward the same object to the sidebar. And now we have to go to the sidebar function, which now takes in the tag parameter here. So tag equals none. The equals none as a default is required, as we don't have a tag on the home page. All right, and now we have to include this tag also in the context. Tag colon tag. All right, save this file. We also have to save the layout file. So this one here, save, and let's check it out. It should work now. I refresh the page, and there's the highlight. So we are on the landscape category page, and the landscape link is highlighted. And the same goes now also for the other category pages. And the home page should have no category selected.
It's impressive.
So this is an example how this independent sidebar module can receive data from the page it is on. Now let's look into our second module here, the top posts module. Here I would like to see a ranking of the posts with the most likes. And all the logic for this we can add now to our sidebar function. So let's create a variable, top posts, equals, we're accessing the post table, so post.objects. So like we have seen in the last video, we're using the annotate function here. Dot annotate, then we create a variable, the number of likes variable, equals, we're using the count operation, and we're counting all the values in the likes property, like that. Now we filter all the comments which have likes, so dot filter num underscore likes underscore gt, so is greater than 0. Okay, and the last step is we order them by the biggest to the smallest number. So dot order underscore by, and in parentheses, minus num underscore likes. Okay. So here we have to import two items, so the post class and the count function. So the post class, we can just add it here, comma, post, and the count function we get from django.db.models import count. All right, so let's add this top posts object to our context variable here. So top posts colon top posts. Now the backend is set up. Let's create the front end for this module now. Okay, save this file. Let's go to our sidebar.html. We find here the top posts section. There we go, top posts. And here let's create now our loop. So for the loop we need this li element here. So we can delete the second one here. And we can say for post in top underscore posts. And we close the loop with end for. All right, now we can add the different variables. So first we have here the post image. So double curly brackets, post.image. Then here we have the author profile image, post.author.profile.avatar. Then we have the author username, post.author.username. Then here we have the likes count. So post.likes.count. Now here we can pluralize the word like based on the number of likes. This can be done in Django using the pipe symbol and the template tag pluralize. So we write here just after like double curly brackets, post.likes.count. Then we add the pipe symbol. This is just this vertical line. And then the template tag pluralize, colon, and in quotes s, like that. So here we first calculate the count number, then we feed this number to the pluralize function, which then decides whether to add the s or not. And the last number here is the count of the comments this post has. Post.comments.count. Now let's add also the URL to the post page. So in the href attribute here, we add URL, post, and the post ID. All right, save the sidebar and let's check it out. I refresh the page here. And as you can see, this module is now populated with data. We have the post image here, the post author, the likes, and the number of comments. Excellent.
Excellent!
Let's add a like to another post to have 3 items in this list. So I'm liking this post here. Now refresh the page. And the post got added to the list. However, we can see here the author is missing because on this post we don't have an author. So let's display a default instead. So in here we have the post avatar and the post author, those 2 lines here. So let's add here if post.author. So if this post has an author, display the avatar and the username. Else, and let's close it first. And if. So in here we add now the default avatar image, and we also add no author as the text. So let's copy those 2 lines. And we change the source attribute to our default avatar image. So static in the images folder, avatar underscore default.svg. All right. And for the author, we just write no author. No author. And we also get rid of the font bold class. All right, save this file. Let's check it out. We refresh. And as you see, if the post has no author, we display the default. All right. One thing I would like to add here is to highlight the likes if the logged in user liked the post. So for this, we have to forward the user object to the sidebar. Let's do that. So in our layout, where we load the sidebar, we add here another value, the user object. Okay, save. Then in our sidebar.py, we add here another parameter, the user parameter, and we add equals none. This is for the case there is no user, so we have no logged in user. And we just add it to the context here, comma, user, colon, user. Okay, save. So let's add this functionality now in our sidebar.html. So if I liked this post, I would like the likes to show up in bold. So we can add here our if statement with the bold class. So if user in post.likes.all. So the likes.all gives us an array of all the users who like this post. And if the user is included in this array, we add here the class font-bold. Then we add a else. We display the font as light. So this class here, we cut it from here, put it here, and close the statement. And if. Okay, save this file. Let's check it out. I refresh the page. Nice. As you see here, it shows me I like the second and the third post. All right, that's looking good. Let's go straight to the next module, the top comments module. So we go to our sidebar.py file and create here the top comments variable. So top underscore comments equals comment dot objects dot, and we can just copy the method and the filter from here. Copy and add it here. Let's add the comment model class like that and add the variable to our context. Top comments colon top comments comma. All right, save this file. Now let's update our sidebar.html file. Here we have the section of the top comments. Again, we get rid of one li here. Okay, now we're creating the loop for comment in top underscore comments, and we close the loop and for. Now let's add again our variables. So here's the avatar, comment dot author dot profile dot avatar. So here we have the username, comment dot author dot username, and here we have the comment itself. So it's comment dot body, but here let's truncate this body because the text could be very long. So I use here the pipe symbol again, and the tag here I'm using is called truncatechars colon, and here I add now how many characters I would like to show. So in my case I show 10. All right. Next here we have the numbers of likes. So it's comment dot likes dot count. Here again we add the pluralize tag, comment dot likes dot count pipe symbol pluralize colon and in brackets s. All right, and the last number here is the number of replies. So comment dot replies dot count. All right, now let's check it out on the website. I refresh the page, and we can see here we have 2 comments with likes. Let's like another comment, but seeing that most comments are from this user, let's create a new comment from a different user so I can like it. Let's create a comment quickly in the admin panel. So we go in comments here, add a comment. We pick user 3, parent post. Let's go with this post here and just add a comment. All right, and save. Now we created our comment. Let's go back to the website. So it's this post we commented on. We can see here my comment. Now I like this comment. Refresh the page. And we can see here it was added to the list. Great. Now let's display again the likes in bold if this user liked it. Here again we add the font bold class. We can grab the code from the top post element. Here, copy this one here. Okay, copy. And add it in here. We can get rid of this font light class now. Okay, what we have to change here is accessing the comment object now. So if user in comment.likes.all. Okay, save this file. Let's check it out. Refresh the page. And great, it shows me now which comments I liked. Let's add now the code for the no author variant. So here we add if comment.author show the comment avatar, else we copy this line here, else show the default avatar image, static images slash avatar underscore default dot svg. All right, we close the if statement here with and if. Okay, we also have the author's username here. So again, if comment.author show the username, else no author, and if. And we also give it the font light class. So I just wrap it in a span element class font light. Okay, like that. And as last, let's also add the URL to the post page where this comment is displayed. So here we have our href attribute. Let's add here URL, then the path to the post page, post, and here we have to add the post ID starting from the comment object, comment.parent underscore post.id. Alright, save this file. That should be all. Final check on the website if everything still works. Refresh. All is looking good. Nice. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was interesting for you. In the next one, we will look into the profile page. So here again we will implement tabs and the functionalities of the top post, top comments and liked posts. I see you there. In the meantime, happy coding!